Hey champs, Nick here again, and today we're gonna talk about whether or not you're making the right choice in life. I've been struggling a lot, whether I'm making the right choice or I'm making the easy choice. And there's a story I wanna tell you, I just saw on YouTube. This story is really great example whether we are making the right choice or we are making the choice that's easy for us now. If you like this video in the beginning, halfway through, maybe at the end, make sure to tap that like button because it truly honestly helps me spread my videos to even more people so more people can implement these advices. A man got lost in the desert. He spent a couple of days just searching for any person he can find, but there was none. He was praying day and night as he was searching for some sort of civilization. As he was walking one day, in the long distance he saw a hut, and at first sight he couldn't believe his eyes. He was thinking, this is a mirage, this is the dehydration looking. There's no possibility that in the middle of the desert there'll be a hut built. As he got closer, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was actually a hut in the middle of the desert. He was filled with hope. He was exploding from happiness, like his life was saved. As he got in the hut, he was devastated. He saw no sight of water. But right in the middle of the hut, there was a water pump. There was the first ray of sun, the first ray of hope. He was saved. Finally, as he started pumping, blazing fast with the energy he had left, there was no sign of water. Nothing came out of the pump. It looked like it was dried up ages ago. And there he lost hope again. He fell down on his knees and he started praying again. As he was praying on his knees, he swiped left with a head and he saw a bottle of water. It was an actual bottle of water. It was real. He rushed to the bottle. He took the cork out. Thank God he was saved. And just as he was about to drink bottoms up, he saw a piece of paper. On the piece of paper, somebody wrote, pour this bottle of water in the water pump and there will be endless supplies of water. But when you finish drinking water, fill up this bottle again and put the cork back on the bottle. When he read it, he was terrified. He was shaking. He didn't know whether he's making the right choice. Because if he poured the water in the water pump and it didn't work, he was literally gonna die of dehydration. He made the choice to pour the bottle in the water pump. And as he finished, he started pumping again like crazy. After a couple of seconds, he heard a gurgling sound. And just as he heard that, a water came down running, and it was a lot more than he could swallow. Just as he finished drinking, he filled up the bottle of water and put the cork back in. He found a pen right next to the bottle and he wrote down, "It works, believe me." The probability is that we are not gonna end up in the desert, dehydrated, away from civilization. But this story is a great representation of what kind of choices we need to make in life. They don't have to be life and death choices. They can be simple choices, but tough ones to make. I cannot say with certainty what is the right choice, what is the wrong choice, what was the easy choice, but I think in most choices in life, in most difficult situations in life, we know what we should pursue. We know which choice is the right choice and we know which one is the easy one. And even though we know which choice is the easy choice and which one is the right choice, we still make the easy choice. Because making the right choice takes effort and we all want to run away from effort. It's just how we are as human beings. And with the advice we're going to share today, I think you're going to truly find yourself in some of these things. And you will make the distinction whether you're making the right choice or the easy one. The first is that when you stumble upon a difficult choice in life, always consider like you're giving the advice to a friend. When your friend is struggling with something, it's so easy to make the right choice, right? From our perspective, when we zoom out from the lens, especially if it's about relationship or a truly difficult choice where emotions are part of it. But when it happens to us, it's so hard to make the distinction between the right choice and the easy one. There are always emotions involved in decision making. And that's why I always say that we shouldn't let our emotions guide us. They're great indicators, but they're worst guidance. If we act as we feel, we're never gonna get ahead in life. That's why when we give an advice to a friend, it's so easy to make the distinction. And this technique is not really easy because it's happening to us. But what would you tell your friend if they were in the same situation? This is the reasonable answer. This is the right choice. Whether it's the easy one or the tough one, this is the right choice. And this way of thinking truly helped me make the right decisions. The second advice I can give you when you're dealing with a difficult situation, that almost always, the right decision will make you uncomfortable. Whether you should break up with your loved ones, whether you're trying to switch jobs or open a new business, all of these things are almost always uncomfortable. Not almost, but always uncomfortable. There's a term for this and it's called cognitive dissonance. And it's used to describe the mental discomfort we have when we face with two opposing beliefs, values, or attitudes. And we'll almost always face cognitive dissonance when we're making the right choice. As time goes by, it's easier to make the right choice. but in the beginning, we have to go through the mental barrier. And to have conflicting beliefs, it is not always bad. It actually means that we are growing. Most people live in their comfort zone, in comfortable bubbles they have built for themselves. And when they have an opposing belief threatened to that comfort zone, they have a hard time pursuing that because it's gonna break the bubble, and it will actually require of them to make some effort. And this is not a general rule, but almost always when I have a conflicting belief, whether I'm making the right choice or the easy choice, the wrong choice, it's almost always this feeling of being uncomfortable, of having my values, my beliefs, my attitude threatened. So if you feel the same when you're pursuing something, if you feel this uncomfortability, whether you're making the right choice, always remember that you're gonna have the opposing beliefs because you're not the person you're meant to be still, right? And you're literally creating a new person out of yourself as the days go by. And the exact reason because of that is cognitive dissonance. I had a lot of false values and beliefs that were damaging instead of elevating my growth. They had to go away. And once they did, I was continuously making the right choice. The third is an addition to the first two. Once you start making the right decisions, you're gonna develop a gut feeling. I cannot really describe this feeling. It's like something is right in the stomach, something that's pointing out to the right choice. And when you develop this gut skill, it's always gonna point you to the right choice. And this gut feeling is really strange. You cannot describe it. It's not coming from some emotion. Something external, but it's internal, tells you to pursue the right path. You can almost describe it as the spidey sense. If you watch Spider-Man, you know what I'm talking about. There's a sense in your head that you know that something wrong or right is about to happen. And when we face some tough decision, there's a sense we activate that guides us to the right decision. And this sense is always right. This gut feeling also works, for example, when you're on a business meeting. You kind of know the deal is not right for you. You kind of sense that something wrong is about to happen in the future. And if you listen to this feeling from the stomach, you can almost never make the wrong choice. Whether it's business, whether it's friendship, whether it's relationship, this feeling is always right. I also think that in the story, the guy that was lost in the desert, he felt it in his gut that he needs to pour the last bottle of water into the water pump. He somehow knew that it was gonna work. It was based on a feeling he couldn't describe. So I think the gut feeling is a skill we have to develop. And even if you're still inexperienced in some field in life, even if you make the wrong choice, the thing is to stop making the wrong choice, to gain experience from the wrong choice, to gain an insight of what you should avoid next time. That's how we gain experience, by screwing up over and over again. And champs, I encourage you to fail. I encourage you to try and experiment and screw up and keep on failing, because only then the advices we gave in this video are gonna become a revelation. So if life gives you tough choices, implement these things. Try to make the right choice. But even if you fail, even if you make the wrong choice, try to learn from it so next time you can make the right choice. And once you gain experience, once you develop the gut feeling, I think more than 90% of the choices you make in life will be right. Always leave a few percentage aside to make the wrong choice so you can gain more experience. Champs, I truly hope this video is gonna help you in life. It will be a great addition when you face tough choices in life. If you think this video is gonna help you in some way, make sure to tap that like button so you can, champs, help me spread this video to even more people, so more people can see it and more people can implement this tactic. If you want to see more of this philosophy, make sure to subscribe so we can hang out more in the future on this awesome platform. Champs, see you in the next video here.